All right, welcome in everybody. How are we doing today? And as you can see, we are going to be kicking off the Valentine's Express deliveries, event deliveries today. Already hooked up to my first job, and I am driving the new Iveco S-Way, which is also a weekly achievement for Trucky this week. Cupid's Express, it's called. Sorry, not Valentine's Express. Cupid's Express event is running. We got to do external contracts, 14 different deliveries. We got a community goal of 600,000 deliveries. Personal goal of 14 deliveries. And looks like we're going to get a World of Trucks achievement as well as a Neon Heart dashboard item. As a Steam inventory item for Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator. So we only need to do the 14 deliveries and we get the rewards for both games. And once the community goal is achieved of 600,000 deliveries, looks like we're going to get you have to do the personal goal as well. It says here, when the community goal of achieving 600,000 deliveries of Valentine's presents cargo from any city is met, and if the player has also achieved their personal goal. So achieve your personal goal, and then once the community goal is achieved, we get Cupid's dice hanging at him as a Steam inventory item. Must complete at least your personal goal in Euro Truck, American Truck, or both. Each reward will be a Steam inventory item for both Euro Truck and American Truck. All right, so we only need to do the 14 deliveries in one game, and you'll automatically get the rewards for both games. All right, so we're off. I am currently in Sud Italia at the Scania factory. We're going to be hauling our first load for the event down to Jönköping, which is 264 kilometers according to Trucky. Going to take us about 15 minutes. Short journey, short and sweet. And we need to rest in 23, so we're good there. Speed right out of the gate. I am going for Trucky hardcore simulation on these jobs. So that does mean that all the simulation aspects of the game need to be activated. And what are these? Am I too far out? I'm too out. We're gonna squeeze him. Oh, he's gonna go. We're gonna squeeze in between these guys. They're confused. So for those of you that don't know what the Trucky hardcore simulation is that I'm talking about, it is a different way to reward players for driving with simulation aspects of the game and driving realistically rather than just trying to put in as many miles as possible every month. It's got like it calculates a rating and a point system for each job depending on how you drive. It factors in your fuel mileage, the distance, the cargo weight, if you received any fines, all that stuff. so that you get a point score at the end of the job and a star rating rather than the leaderboard just saying, oh, I've drove an X amount of miles. And there is a way to get minus points, actually, if you drive bad enough. So it's unlike the miles leaderboard, you can go backwards. Set our cruise here for 79. I don't set it for the actual speed limit. I do have my cruise tolerance set to 0 kilometers per hour. But if there is a large enough grade, downhill grade, then it will actually register 80 kilometers an hour, like it just did there. And if I was to do 81 while doing the Trucky hardcore simulation, it's not enough to get penalized for. But just for me personally, I want to keep it at or below the speed limit. But I don't know. I feel like speed limits these days are a big misconception. Because like a lot of people in traffic these days, if they see the speed limit is 80, how many people are actually doing 80? Right. Usually everybody's doing like 5 to 10 over the speed limit. If you're out in the left-hand lane doing the actual speed limit, people get irritated if you don't move out of the way, which it's something it shouldn't happen really, and it's something that we've grown accustomed to. And that's where people lose their perception of what the speed limit signs actually mean. And if it's 80, everybody's like, you gotta do 80. The speed limit's 80, you gotta do 80. Which is wrong. The speed limit there is, it's called a limit for a reason. 80 is the limit. Limit means that's the highest legal speed limit you can travel that section of road. Not that you must do 80. It is a recommendation. Some motorways and freeways and interstates, they'll have a minimum speed limit requirement, which it varies depending on what the actual speed limit is. It could be 40, 45, 50. But when going under the speed limit, you use common sense. If there's no minimum speed limit posted in an 80, for example, it's just common sense to not do 3 kilometers an hour on an 80. But generally, or in actuality, you're free to do 50, 60, 70, 80. Whatever you feel is safe for your driving standards. But for some reason, we've grown accustomed to everyone driving at or just above the speed limit. So when somebody's actually obeying the law, the people around them get irritated. I could go on all day and rant about different traffic rules and regulations that pretty much not everybody, but most everybody takes for granted. Another thing whenever it comes to like highways and freeways is the left lane. If you're on the highway or freeway, I would probably guarantee that 9 out of 10 people are going to call the left lane the fast lane. Also another misconception, the left lane is there for overtaking. Otherwise you're supposed to, at least here in Sweden, it's probably not in every country, but here in Sweden, the traffic regulations mean that you should stay in the right-hand lane unless you're overtaking another vehicle. But some people like to sit out there in the left lane and do like 10, 15, sometimes even 20 kilometers over the speed limit and act like they own the road. So whenever somebody else is actually overtaking a slower vehicle, they like to get right up on your ass and start blinking their bright lights at you and everything. Get out of my way. You're not entitled to be out here if you're not going over the speed limit. This guy is slowly but surely working his way around. Let's see if we can't catch not a good flyby spot. Oh, there we go. It was a little bit better. Didn't get to see the side of the truck too much, but I don't know if I have my I've lost the words for it now. The ACC is the abbreviation. Adaptive Cruise Control, that's good. I don't know if I have that turned on, to be honest. I have a sneaky suspicion that I've turned it off because sometimes the ACC would just slow down the truck out of nowhere, out of the blue. Or it would pick up the... I don't know if it was picking up the guardrails or what, but what it was doing. Sometimes it would just slow the truck down for no apparent reason. This will count towards my Trucky weekly achievement for driving the S-Way, as well as for the event. I was looking at the prefab layout. I didn't quite recognize it, but I think I know what it is now. It's kind of like the Walbert prefab in the ATS game. Or I think it actually is the exact same prefab. It's just got a different company name on it. Where did they want us? Looks like they want us over here somewhere. It's unusual for having a single trailer. Usually they want the doubles over here. Okay. I do have skilled parking turned on too. I don't understand why they put us over here with a single trailer. That is kind of crooked. We're gonna straighten that up a little bit. Oh. There we go. All right, there we have it, guys. First Valentine's delivery is in the books. And yeah, if you guys are out there running the Valentine's gifts deliveries, um, let me know what you're driving. What paint job are you using? And in the comments below. Like I said, I'm using the S way just because that was a Trucky achievement. And so that way I get knock out two birds with one stone, so to say. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. And this was delivery 1 of 14. And good luck on the event, guys. And we'll catch you later.